that bike. It's pretty cool, right? Hey, little guy.
All right, what's up, guys? We are back at it, mountain biking again. I haven't ridden in months. I kind of hurt myself and then took it too rough. And for those who are familiar with Dallas, it's summertime. It's probably 100 something degrees. So I'm gonna take it easy. I'm getting back into it. I'm gonna go with this track called Horseshoe. It's about 6 miles. It's fairly easy. I would say probably like a blue trail on the easier side. So I'm gonna check it out and see what condition I'm in. I need to get back into it. Again, the purpose of these videos is to kind of make a guide some of the trails around Dallas. So this one is very similar to North Shore, which I think is probably one of the better trails in Dallas. So it's on the south side of the Lake Grapevine. It's pretty easy to get there. It's a pretty friendly trail. So let's get to it and see how bad I do.
Alright, so this is the entrance. There's a few different routes you can take, but this is kind of the main entrance to it. And let's get going. It starts off with a decent, quick little climb, but as I said in earlier, I'm gonna take it pretty slow because I haven't ridden in a while, and I don't want to gas myself out. I just had a long run yesterday from my training, so my legs are jello. It's nice to get back out on the bike though. Get the heart rate going, especially for the whoop. Trying to beat all my friends. Get the strain going. Get my HRV up, all that stuff. So, this is a cool little track. The thing with a lot of Dallas spots is it's a lot of tight turns. So if you like downhill flowing sections with speed, there's only probably a handful of places you can get that here. Maybe like Big Cedar, Frisco Community Park, or whatever it's called. Outside of that, it's mostly like this kind of stuff, which is pretty good for building up like technical skills and building up stamina. I think it's a good. Gotta get my seat. Gotta get my seat checked out. I guess that's part of not riding for a while, doing proper bike maintenance. It's also something I need to be better at. Whew. See, I'm already gassed. It's not good. There's a few features on this trail that are pretty tough. I'm debating not taking them, but we'll see. Good old system. Yeah. What's up, man? That's my balance there. That's probably not the best line. Having a real problem with my dropper post. I need to take it in. get checked out, because you don't want to be riding something like this when you can't toggle your seat. That's not good. That's not good. Whew. So Horseshoe can be kind of confusing too, because the signs aren't super cleverly marked, and so you're like a lot of times doing like figure eights. You don't even realize it. Versus like North Shore, that's got a lot of really good signage. And you're good to go. There's a lot of loose stumps in it around here. Tires are probably getting popped left and right. I'm gonna have to stop a few times because I'm getting gassed. I almost washed out there. See, I can't get my dropper seat up. Guys, if you're thinking about mountain biking and you want a good HIIT workout, there's not one better. I'm trying to really kind of change my body and get healthy and fit again. So I'm working up. I'm almost 40. I'm working up to do a marathon, my 40th. But I really want to, almost washed out. I really want to, focus on stamina and heart health, right? Because you can't ever be too heart healthy. And so I got back on the whoop. I got in a group of guys at work, kind of bullying each other into fitness, which ironically is working because I'm super competitive and I don't want to be last on the strain. So one of the things about mountain biking is if you have ADD like I do and you get bored jogging, mountain biking is amazing because you got to stay focused on the trail and you don't realize it, but you're getting an insane HIIT cardio. So you're going up, down, especially here in Dallas. So it's a great workout. You're filled with adrenaline the entire time. It's so much fun. So, all right, let's get back into it. Now, ironically, one of the things I realized is the more I do this, the more calories I burn, the more my body is craving sustenance. The thing I realized is like, I don't want sugar. I don't want anything necessarily unhealthy, right? Like I just want something that'll fuel my body, and I feel like my body tells me what's good for it. And ironically, doing all that, I end up losing weight, feeling better, lose my gut, lose a lot of that excess body fat, right? So if anybody is in the same boat and wants to try to lose weight and get healthy, I would try getting a whoop, right? Reading the data, using the data, and going out and maybe trying mountain biking. Try to compete, push that strain up, push those cardio numbers up. And I think what you'll realize is your body will start getting rid of those toxins and the stuff that's not necessarily good for you, right? And guys, I apologize if I'm going slow. It's 100 degrees out here, so I'm trying not to kill myself. Try to take it easy. This is my first ride, probably in 5 months, as I hurt myself when ironically not down by. But anyway, get a whoop, get some friends, get them to get a whoop, make fun of each other, push each other, bully each other, get healthy, get out there. I get reused to this axis shifting. It's an absolute game changer, but if you're not used to it, it can be pretty crazy. The only thing I don't like, and I may be configuring it wrong, I don't like that you can't do multiple shifts down like I could with my XTR, my previous bike. But in multiple shifts up, you may be able to. I just may not know how to do it. So could just be user error. So something famous about Horseshoe Trail is there's these little gnomes, right? Which I got that little guy from my wife's garden, but they're scattered all throughout here. So it's fun for like the kids to come in and check them out. Makes it good, interesting ride for the kids, a fun little adventure, right? If you're trying to get your kids into the hobby and sport, you know what I'm talking about. It's got to be fun for them, because getting your butt whooped on a mountain bike ride isn't always the funnest thing for a child. So turning it into an adventure is pretty good. So that's what, you got kids and you're trying to get them out there, that's my recommendation, is make it fun. Don't overpromise. Just make it fun. Make it about them. Hopefully they'll get excited and join the hobby. Here's an example where it's confusing, right? You come out, make sure you follow the yellow lines, because otherwise you're gonna get looped up back there doing the figure eight, not knowing where you're going. So super important, follow the guides. Another thing, super helpful, I've been using this stuff for years, even before like BKXC and all these guys are doing it, but Element, it's an absolute game changer. It's the best hydration tabs or powder. I personally think it tastes like you can feel like you're getting everything you need. I think it's just sodium, potassium, magnesium. I think that's it. But it works. It's a game changer for me. I've been using it forever. But you gotta stay hydrated, guys. Super important for your brain chemistry, focus, cramps, all that stuff. You gotta stay hydrated. Kind of screwed. Basically, you end up back here, and this is kind of closer to the end. A lot of trees. If you don't like trees and tight spaces, it's gonna be tough. But there's some cool spots, like right up here, right? See the river. And as you get older, I got 2 kids, I'm almost 40. You know, I battle with kind of the full send aspect of the hobby in the sport. Like, I'll see something 10 years ago, I'd be like, yeah, I can do that. And reality is, you know, now if I get hurt or I get out of work, right, my family can't survive, can't eat. So I got to be thinking about this kind of stuff and minding my responsibilities and my limits. Try not to be reckless. It's hard. You know, I just broke, about 2 years ago, I broke 3 ribs on Spider Mountain. And that was kind of the eye-opening thing for me. It was like, you know, I'm getting older. I still can have fun in the hobby, but I just got to be smart. So I kind of got forcibly retired for a little bit from my wife until I proved that I can be responsible. Anyway, try to be responsible. That's the moral of that story, but check this out. So remember I told you about the gnomes, right? So see this? It's pretty cool, right? It's pretty cool. the horseshoe gnomes rules of the forest. Cool little thing. Even got a little guy mountain biking right there. Look at that. Here's a perfect example of not doing what I said earlier. Alright. That wasn't that bad, but it could have been worse. It's a pretty view though. For Dallas, right? I'm not talking about mountain biking up in Colorado, right? Gotta work with what we're given. See that? There's deer over there. Hey guys. Huh. You don't see that very often, especially in the trails here in Dallas. It's pretty cool. Apparently somebody saw a bear at Knob Hill. Pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. Black bear, right? But still interesting. One time when I was in Crested Butte, I was riding on the back into the mountain down up from the bike park. Ran into a moose. That was terrifying. It was a baby though, so he was just out there trying to eat. Didn't pay us a lot of attention, but that could have been scary because moose are basically the Brian Urlachers of the forest. They will mess your stuff up. So one of the guys I followed for years, BKXC, he says it best. I followed him when he was just starting out. He's one of my favorite guys. If you're just checking out mountain biking and you're looking for better people to follow that have more amazing, way more amazing rides, look up BKXC. But one of the things he always says is pain and pleasure, and that is so true. God, that's true. All right, here's a pretty big climb. As you can't tell and think everybody that rides a mountain bike is super physically fit. I don't know if you can see that. I'm maybe clinically dead soon. Oh God. I'm so out of shape, ladies and gentlemen. But that's good. So I'm here to do. You gotta train your body, push your body to get better. And that's one of the things that I think is super important. And it's crazy how, I thought somebody was behind me. It's crazy how you miss a chance of it if you take some time off or you get sick. Man, you just spring right back to being out of shape. It's crazy. So, gotta power through it. I mean, it was 100 degrees today. It was 100 degrees today, right? So, you think I want to do this? Not really. I woke up to watching Burn Peak. And I was like, dude, you know, I gotta get back out there. I had a good training day or training week this week for my running. Put in good work yesterday. I just gotta keep it up. And like, mountain biking is a good supplement because it increases your HRV. You're putting a lot more time in higher zones. Whereas like when I'm running, I'm in zone 2 usually for distance to build up stamina. Here, I'm just crushing zone 5, pushing my heart to the limit, pushing my stress to the limit. And I do all of it. Oh look, here's a deer coming up. Okay. Hey little guy. I do all of it. Here's that 2 boys. I'm in a high stress job. I want to see them grow old. I want to be able to do this kind of stuff with them until I'm 60 or 70. So I got to put in the work. I got to stretch. I got to eat right. Sacrificing now for longer term glory, right? And it's fun too. Like, it's gonna suck. It's It's gonna suck real bad right now, but boy, when you're done, man, you're in a good mood. All those endorphins kick in. It's so good. Get your little trail like this, 4 to 6 miles, depending on what loops you take, right? Super simple, nothing too complex. Maybe 2 punchy climbs, a couple techie rock parts, but something you can easily walk across. You don't want to do it, or you just want a nice, easy, easy miles. I was gonna say not a lot of sand, but there's some right there. All right, so it's good, it's fun. All right, you got nice wooded areas, so you're out of the shade. You get done, you feel great. You may feel like you're dying in the middle of it, but when you're done, you feel great. You got little techie parts like that. Tubes 1. It's cool because they have sections, but they rename them for little action stuff. Oh, see, I almost hit it. You got tubes right here. And then you got some flow. It's mostly just short turns, roots, occasionally rock, occasionally punchy uphill. But that's most of Dallas riding. We don't have a lot of elevation. We don't have a lot of mountainous areas. So we gotta make what we work with. But if you're surprised, there's a lot of trails out here in Dallas. More and more being added. Dorba, the Dallas Off-Road Biking Association, they've been at it for a long time. They keep these trails clean. You can download the app. You can get out going. Get out and get going. Funny, I was just mentioning Dorba. There's a whole group of guys out here doing trail maintenance. So, man, those guys are a real blessing. You're out here in 100-degree heat because you're passionate about the hobby. It's not just Dorba too. It's all the groups like that all over the US, they're putting together stuff like this. It's like the unsung heroes, right? When you see like all these people shredding the trails and having a great time, like there's guys that put that stuff together, sacrificing their own free time, right? So they come out here and do it, and it's super admirable. Those guys are the real MVPs. All right, we're getting to the last part. This is a rocky ridge. It's probably the most techie. There's a couple of rock gardens that are not really that hard, but can look intimidating. So, then you got one pretty big punchy climb that I'm going to attempt. Probably not going to be able to do it because I'm so out of it. This isn't it. This isn't it, but your boy's gonna do it. Alright. Oh, excuse me, man. Alright. I think there's a good little section coming up. Get my cadence, rest when I can. Oh, I got my foot slipped off the pedal, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get a re-rack of that because my foot slipped. I know I can do that. Yep, there we go, pedal scrape. No problem. Pedal scrape again. All right. Here's a rock garden. I was talking about. It's not bad. All right. Here's this is it right here. There's no way I'm gonna get this one. I'm too gassed. Everybody ready? Just finish it off strong. Yeah, buddy. All right. Oh, that was it, ladies and gentlemen. Horseshoe. Good, fun little track. So you take this spot, that's where we went in. Come back around, parking lot. It's up here, and you're done. All right, guys. So that was only like 5 miles. Dude, I'm gassed. So it's 198 degrees in Dallas. Just did Horseshoe. Took my time. Didn't really do a whole lot of the sketchy stuff, or didn't try to push it because I'm trying to get back into it. But like, I would highly recommend it if you guys are in DFW. You want to pick up the hobby and you want an easy like 5 to 6 mile loop that'll challenge you. You can session some stuff, but it's nothing crazy. Or if you're like me and you're just trying to get back in shape to take on the big daddy like North Shore. All right, I'll see you guys back on the trail next time.